Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another quick draft of Phyrexia. All will be one. So let's go ahead and get in here, and hopefully we find, like, some... Oh, we found a more interesting rare this time. It's a mythic rare, actually. Nahiri the Unforgiving. Completed... Okay, so until your next turn, target up to one target creature attacks player each combat if able. So you can force your opponent into making some bad attacks. I like it. Discard, then draw. And 0, you may exile target creature or equipment card with mana value less than Nahiri's loyalty from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it. Token gains haste. Reasonable card. There is a Volt Charge in here and an Axiom Engraver. Planar Disruption. Ideally, we get one of those back, but we might have to settle for the Bardish. Other things in the pack, there's a Cultivator, which is pretty decent, and we have a Scheming Aspirant can be okay if you have a deck built around it. And the blue-green Signpost Uncommon, the Tainted Observer, so it's just, flying toxic and does some proliferating stuff. I'm going to take the Mythic.
Perfect an impure multiverse.
Yeah, you tell him, sweetie. Well, this pack, the Trawler Drake is actually really good, but I want to stick with white-red if we can. And while Trawler Drake is really good... What is this thing? Put an oil counter. Okay, remove an oil counter to creature gains flying. Activate only as a sorcerer. I didn't know that was a card. I guess because I haven't seen it. We're going to take a Chimney Rabble here. It's the best card. Well, that and the Trawler Drake are the best cards in the pack. There's Vraska's Fall, which is okay, but can also be underwhelming at times because there are a lot of, just 1/1 tokens running around. Like, if I have a 1/1 token here, I just sack that to the Vraska's Fall. Yeah, so we're going to take that one. Oh, we have a Hex Gold Slash. That is a good pickup. I know white-red wants to be equipment. We've got, again, the Bardish, the Helm here. I wouldn't mind the Shrapnel Slinger as a 2-drop, but that's going to be a very easy slash here. I think we should just try to force red-white at this point. We'll take a Slinger over these pretty good uncommons. I mean, there is a chance I could just end up red-green. But how often are we going to have Nahiri? Let's try and play the Nahiri. There's a 5/5 with Menace and Reach. I think that's reasonable enough. There's the blue-green Signpost uncommon. What does this thing do? Cast non-creature, get an oil counter. It's a 2/4 flyer. Remove 3 oil counters, you draw a card. Then you may discard a non-land card. When you discard a card this way, it deals 3 damage to any creature or planeswalker activate only as a sorcery. Alright, I've heard that's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't actually... I don't think I've ever played with this card. So we'll try it. We have a Dune Mover here, which is fine. A Hazardous Blast, which is also a fine card. I can take another Slinger too, but we're going to find other more interesting 2-drops. We haven't found anything white. I'll grab a Hazardous Blast right now. Free from Flesh, there's a Plague Nurse. There's the blue-black Signpost uncommon. 2 mana, 2/1 flying, toxic 1, and when you proliferate, you can return it from your graveyard to your hand, so it trades off pretty well. I just grab this. Could grab the Free from the Flesh. Nothing we have cares about oil at this particular moment. But I mean, it is just a nice trick anyways. Alright. I'm convinced. And things are kind of drying up here. Remember another creature artifact that gets an oil counter when it attacks me. Remove 2 oil counters. I mean, that cares about oil counters. I think I'll take a draw Skull Bomb. Either that or the Fair Basilica. I don't mind grabbing land. Oh, hey, look, we did get an Axiom Engraver back, so that's cool. Didn't get either of those equipments back. Okay. Grab a Vraska's Fall, I guess. I could grab an Atlas in case I need to facilitate some sort of splash. Let's do that. Here's another Slinger. Veil of Assimilation. This is meant for the blue-white deck, but if we had a good equipment base going, I would consider it. We don't have a ton of equipments right now. Let's take another Slinger. It's a serviceable 2-drop. I guess out of these I'll take Offer of Immortality. There's a Furnace Skull Bomb. There's also a Gitaxian Raptor. We know how good the Raptor is. I'll take it. And Minor Misstep as a last pick. Okay. Next pack, and we get a Staff of Completion. You can pay life, destroy target permanent you own. Not sure why we'd want to do that in this format. You can pay life and add mana, pay 3 life and proliferate, pay 4 and draw a card. Well, I'm going to grab it because it's a mythic. I hope the Battle Fist comes back, because we would like some equipment, but, you know, we can only do so much here. I mean, this is good with equipment. This is good with equipment. We don't have equipment, really, though. That's the problem. I think I'm going to take the Annex Sentry, actually. Reason being, a 1/4 body, as we learned in the last draft, can actually be a pretty good blocker. And with Nahiri, we can force our opponents, like 1 toughness things, to force them into bad attacks against the Sentry. Sentry can also buy us some time in that. Against all odds is also cool. Maybe we get something back from this pack we can use. One can hope, right? Oh, now this pack, we have a Hex Gold Slash, which is amazing. We have this 2-drop, which is also amazing, the Bladed Ambassador. I kind of want both. I think we take the cheap interaction with the Hex Gold Slash, though, instead. Much as I want both. We have Basilica Spell Bomb, which, as we found out, is kind of playable. We have Charge of the Mites. I'm going to take the Against All Odds here, because we don't know if the other one is going to actually make its way back to us. Okay, so we have more Charge of the Mites. We have the Bladegraft Aspirant, but we don't have equipment yet. But that is the 3-drop we want in the equipment deck. We just have to start prioritizing equipment. There's the Fuseling as well, which would be fine. I'm going to take the 3-drop, though. Alright, here we go. So we have this 2-drop, which is, you know, it's a fine 2-drop for white-red, but we have equipment now. Let's take the equipment and see if we can actually do the equipment theme this time as Boros. So we have another Molten Rebuke. We have a Resistance Reunited. Which I think that's going to be the pick over another Slinger. We seem to be finding a lot of Slingers in this particular draft. Here's a Draw Skull Bomb. I don't really like the Zealot's Conviction in this deck. I guess if we splash anything, it would be for this. Not that I'm really going to do that. Axiom Engraver, I do like these. I'll take more of those. Oh, hey, we did get another Against All Odds back. Oil Gorger Troll and Tyrannax Atrocity. A little bit of late pickups. Okay, well, it is an equipment. It's not the most exciting equipment, but it is very playable. Vanish into Memory. We got the Basilica Skull Bomb back. I guess I'd take the mirror that we don't want to play, and the other mirror that we don't want to play. Alright, Darkslick Shores. Now here I can use some discretion because I already have a playset of these. I don't need to take that for 20 gems. Making our deck better would be better than taking something for 20 gems. A 6-mana 4/4 flyer, we're not really going to be able to corrupt our opponent much. There's no equipment or equipment synergy thing in this deck, so it's between the 2-drop Justicar, which I think we do need more. We have 8 creatures. Well, that's not fully true because we have, okay, 9, 10 creatures because we have the equipment. I'd like the 2-drop. I wouldn't mind another one of these, however. Make sure we have something to do at the top end. I'm gonna take the uncommon here. And now we prioritize equipment. And there's no equipment in this pack. There's the Noxious Assault again. Which is, so I didn't quite state my final opinion on that card. I feel like it's the card that almost wins us the game. Granted, when I had it, you know, I wasn't able to pressure my opponent early and aggressively enough. But it seems like it's a little bit of a maybe win more card. Helps you win when you're already winning. Not as good when you're not. I can take another 4-drop here. I think we have room for it. Indoctrination Attendant. Also great to use against things that our opponent uses Planar Disruption on. I'm going to pick that up. I was about to say I can finally grab one of these 2-drops, but there's a Volt Charge here, and we're going to pick up the Volt Charge. There's a Charforger as well, which is pretty decent. But we're just going to take the removal. Alright, this pack we're going to take the Crap Rare, because I want to eventually get to a point where I don't have to grab those. We're just giving up a Slinger here, or an Incisor Glider. Oh, man. Well, we have a lot of 4-drops already. We want more equipment, so I'm going to grab the Batter Fist. Could grab another Skull Bomb or a Molten Rebuke. I'll take a Molten Rebuke. We might not play it because it's kind of on the expensive side for this format for what it does. Orthodoxy Enforcer is a playable card. It's probably decent in the equipment deck. Oh, the Scamp. The Scamp is actually nice in the equipment deck because you can boost its power. Even if you, do be warned, if you equip it with the Batter Fist, it will instantly die, but it will deal 2 damage to something. I've done that interaction before. Alright, we have another Scamp. We have that thing that cares about oil. As I take another Free from Flesh here. Or I can take a Sawblade Scamp. Which might be fine. We kind of need more creatures. It'll trigger as we play the stuff. I'll just grab that. Fair Basilica, I already have one of them, but I guess I could take a second. It's the oil counter thing. Yeah, I'm not playing any of this other stuff. Alright, I'll take the logbook. Alright, let's see what we can do with Nahiri. Let's mark all of these. I don't think we want to be playing Molten Rebuke. Though it could be good. Against all odds, we can't run both of those, so one of those is going to be an easy cut. The Skull Bomb could actually be nice in this deck. We don't have enough equipped creatures. Yeah, we have 6 2-drops. They're all red. The Aspirant... We only have 3 equipped things. That makes me sad. For our 4-drops, we're going to take out the Orthodoxy Enforcer. We just don't have enough of that happening. And now we need to make 1 or 2 more cuts. I think we can get away with just 1 more cut because we have 2 Axiom Engravers. Nahiri can also filter us. So I think we can run 17 lands in this. And we've got things like the Skull Bombs, and the few equipments we have will want to move around. 12. We actually have 15 creatures, so don't be fooled by that. So we got to cut a non-creature. So that's going to be like Free from Flesh. But I like Free from Flesh. I guess it'd be the Molten Rebuke. It is quite expensive. Yeah, let's cut that. 10 mountains, 7 white sources. I think that's actually fine because we definitely want to be hitting our red sources here. Because all of the stuff we play in the first couple turns is going to be red. Alright, that'll be the deck. Let's see how good Nahiri is. The equipment also just kind of didn't want to be there. Once again, we got a lot of red stuff. 2 Hexgold Slashes. A Chimney Rabble. We're up against Lint 84. Who's also Mythic rank. We can go ahead and keep this. So we also have 2-drop, 3-drop, and possibly make our opponent attack unfavorably with something. Oh, now we have a Slinger as well. Opponent playing a Deep Faith Duelist, so our Slinger can't really combat that because will have first strike, so we can actually defend against it here. Of course, our opponent might have a combat trick or something, but you know what? That's okay. If they want to spend their combat trick killing my 2-drop... yeah, it happens. But now it means he's not developing his board out further. And we're about to just, you know, zap that away with the sentry. We could play Nahiri next turn. But there's no real reason to. Other than just to get it on the board. But I would really like to just get... well, let's go attacking. We're not going to sacrifice a creature to destroy an artifact. That's an artifact an opponent controls, so we can't even destroy our own artifacts. Not that we want to, but both of these are artifacts. Drown in Ichor to get their thing back. Alright, sure. That happened. I mean, they're gonna want to attack into this right now anyways. So let's Chimney Rabble. And we'll go attacking ourselves. It means they're gonna get us corrupted. Unless I want to sack the token. I kind of want to because this is also like Phyrexia and Vivisector mana. Let's just chump block with the token. Avoid corruption if possible. There's a Flensing Raptor. Okay, Mountain is actually a great draw. So I could attack. I could even play the Indoctrination Tenant, return the Chimney Rabble, and then slash the Raptor. I like that line of play. Let's do it. Oh, I'm fine if you want to trade there, too. Whispers of the Dross. -1/-1 and proliferate. Why don't we just do this instead? Save our Hex Gold Slash. We are corrupted now, but there's only so much you can do about that. Prophetic Prism for our opponent. And there's a Gitaxian Raptor. Can't really stop that one. I actually should have kept that land in hand. It's okay. I want to pay with double white. Can also exile a creature. I can exile the Sentry, but that's not gonna do a whole ton. I'm gonna make that thing attack. And so I have no reason to attack this turn. Extra lands we draw at this point, we can just plus Nahiri and discard them. And we've got our Chimney Rabble we can replay. We're sitting in a pretty good spot. We're still at 20 life. Which I'm just kind of realizing our opponent's down to 11. How did we hit our opponent down that much? Oh, we had the Chimney Rabble that... yeah, that turn where we swung in for 5. Alright, that makes sense. I'm somewhat in this game and somewhat not. We can interact with our pets, but not our opponents. Experimental augury. Can't do anything about that. So he gets a choice between those cards. It is a Flensing Raptor, which is annoying. I kind of want to see where the attacks are going to go with this. Because he may try to attack Nahiri. And lower that thing's toughness to the point of killing Nahiri. Oh, that has to attack the player. Yeah. Alright. I feel like killing one of the flyers. I suppose I don't have to do that immediately. There's a barbed batter fist. That's pretty cool. Let's play Chimney Rabble. I'm gonna attack with the rabble. I could Hex Gold slash that. I think I'm going to. And then we're gonna make the 2/2 attack.
Stand up and fight!
Okay, he's searching for stuff. I found a Terramorphic. So some more deck thinning. Okay, so he spent his whole turn just like drawing and filtering cards. Easy block here. Shrapnel Slinger. Well, we can play both of those. I could actually... I can actually do this.
Rise in your perfected form.
Is that enough damage? Yeah, that's enough damage. I did the math correctly and didn't need to play my Batter Fist and equip it for an extra damage. Well, Nahiri's good. Alright, let's get into the next game. It feels like we have a pretty decent deck. Of course, Nahiri did a lot of nice work there. Another decent white-red sort of deck. Even though we didn't get to do the heavy equipment theme again. We just got a couple of the common equipments. Alright, and our opponent is Night Owl. Oh, I have a turn 1 Scamp. but I don't have... I'm actually just going to start with the Fair Basilica, because I don't want that screwing up my turn 2. You got a Hex Gold Slash? Sure. And a nice thing is I still have this equipment here. There's a Duelist of Deep Faith. And we missed a land drop. As usual, I will go for the block here if there's an attack. Furnace Punisher. Oh, that's not what I want to see. Oh, I'm even taking damage from that because I don't have... Alright. I should just kill that. Or play another Axiom Engraver. Let's play another Axiom Engraver. I can double block and try the Free from Flesh. It could go horrible, though. I don't want to do that. That's not worth it. It's only 3 damage right now. Another Duelist Deep... I probably should just play the Scamp. Hopefully we get another land drop here. We don't. We do get something interesting, but not right now. Let's do this. Because here I could double block. And he's only killing one of them without some sort of trick. It's still not great. But it's not a disaster if he has like a Hex Gold Slash either. Okay, there's a Bardish. That's a 4/3. Can equip for 4. And I can't find any more. I could equip the Batter Fist. Kind of want to kill something, but I'm going to kill something, but I want to see if he wants to, like, try and move the Bardish over. I mean, I guess that's a thing you can do. I have to Volt Charge this thing. I suppose I could be discarding cards to try and draw. I may actually do that. Why was that oil dropping? Very odd. And hopefully his last card's not a combat trick. We can get rid of this. Alright, there we go. Got the planes we needed. Oh, this is actually pretty good draw, too. Because we can exile the token, and it will stay exiled. Now all we have to do is deal with this thing. So it's going to be a 4-3 first strike. Which I can just put the sentry on. And do this. Did I just invent like a Boros control deck? Because it feels like that's what we've been doing here. Alright, my turn. I can pick this up and get a 3-4. Well, that's not really... It's going to have 2 toughness. I still want to pick this up. And I think these can go attacking. Now this was a horrible idea. What the heck am I doing? I'm using that. Oh, so now I can just trade with this. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking, and we can hang on to the Annex Sentry. We'll go with that. Crawling Chorus. I can actually just... I think what I am going to do... I'm going to kill that Bardish. That's too much to equip right now. Do I want to equip this anywhere? Because there's no harm in that. So we can go attacking. I can Annex Sentry the token. I'm actually going to sack the Might or sack this. You know, whatever one they don't block. Okay, they didn't block anything. I'll sack the Might. Kill that Bardish. You don't need that. I'm sick of your equipment making all your stuff bigger. We can play Nahiri. Force the Chorus to attack. Now we're going to play with double red. It doesn't matter. Well, I guess that's how unforgiving Nahiri is. Hey, we're ranked 1305 now. While we were playing a Boros control game for the majority of the... What? How did I just invent Boros control in this format? I don't know, but we shut down everything our opponent tried to do. Alright, next opponent. I was checking on the recording. Recording looks fine. I mentioned it before, but I always get paranoid in these long draft recordings that it's like not recording, or I forgot to hit the record button. I don't think in my whole YouTube career I've really had that issue, or like haven't had that issue that much. I go first. This is reasonable. We've got Against All Odds. We've got this Sawblade Scamp that can come out and attack right away. We have the Engraver. We have a Cultivator, which is slightly annoying. I'm actually going to do the Battle Fist first. I can still ping with this, which is cool. Yeah, you can put an oil counter on that. Can't really accelerate on turn 2 with the Call to Vader. Man, I wish I had X-Gold Slash up right now. That would punish this so badly. But okay. Now I do have Hex Gold Slash up. Which I'm just gonna keep up. I could slash that thing, but I really don't think it's worth it. There's so many better targets for this. Now I think we need to. Or I Axiom Sentry. I just Sentry the Golem, don't I? Why don't I just do both? Just kill everything. And with this I can flicker the Barbed Batter Fist too. Do you have a... You must have a Hex Gold Slash. Which is fine. I'm still gonna play this. But I'm not attacking into... Okay. There was no Hex Gold Slash there, because that would have killed the thing. There's an Engraver for you. I'm gonna make this a 2-3. I don't see where that helps, though. I'm just gonna flicker that anyways. Don't have anything dying. Let's see if we can find something better than a mountain. I mean, okay. I'm not really in the mood to sack anything, though. Not to just kill a Batterfist. No attacks. I need Nahiri to make him attack me unfavorably. Okay. That's fine. I can return it. I'm not super thrilled about that. Let's find something else. It's also not Nahiri. Returning the Scamp just doesn't do much. I guess we're still playing the waiting game. Ruthless Predation. So that'll have 5. This isn't gonna kill it, but it will protect it. I'm fine with any kind of blocks here as well. Yep. Now please just make the mistake of equipping your thing here. Because now I can just bring back the... Okay, well you can equip it there, that's fine. Now I need another land after I've been discarding them. But we can do this. Flicker and return. So we're going to flicker this. Return our shrapnel slinger. And I can just right now... I may as well sack this creature to kill that. Just force that trade into happening. And we can get in for a couple points of damage. Ooh, that's a good one. Now we don't have another land. Two, 3 stops the 2/2. That's why I did that. Doesn't really... I guess it makes us vulnerable to Volt Charge. This thing also has Vigilance. I have a hard time dealing with that. The best thing we can probably do is just trade it with our Resistance Sky Warden. There's another Engraver to help keep the cards flowing for our opponent. Alright. Found the Sky Warden. I will make the trade, especially since I have another Sky Warden. Then if we could find Nahiri, I can force... Well, I can't really force this thing to attack because you can just tap it to remove oil counters pre-combat. But I can force this thing to attack. And that would be nice. That is terrifying. Block like that. Because you're not attacking a 2/2 into this board if you don't have some sort of trick. Yeah, see, I know what's up. I also know we're kind of in a lot of trouble. Do I want to move the Barbed Batterfist around? I don't feel that really does anything, because these two can't even double block with the Batterfist to kill that. Alright. I don't know if I should sack my Fair Basilica, because if we draw our other Sky Warden, we won't be able to play it without another land. How many lands did I discard? 2? Maybe I should. I could also, like, triple block. They killed these two. They get their Ichor Plate Golem lap back. That's not a good deal. We just need to get something. I did not need to see that either. I don't think we're going to win this one. Yeah, about that. I think we're going to have to go for a card draw here. Multiple lands. Alright. It's going to go here. can't really do anything. Our opponents had way more ways to filter land. I guess he's only filtered a couple. There's another batter fist. I guess I can kill the token there. He can't attack, but I can't... Or he can't block, but I can't really attack either. Oh, there's a chimney rattle. That's going to be game. Because, yeah, there's 3 lethal attackers there. What? You're not? Okay, that's a really strange attack. I guess I have to block here. There's a Hex Gold Slash. We can't discard that. But I can't... I feel like I should already be dead. Our opponent's just gotten way more fuel. It's actually somewhat favorable. So if I do this... I'm still dead with that combination. Yeah, it didn't matter. I mean, even double chump blocks on these 2 lethal, those 2 combined are still lethal. Not much I could have done about that. That is why red-green is such a strong color combination in this format. But alright, next game looks like we're getting matched up right away, so it's probably with another, like... Ah, there we go, mythic rank. Lorebold. Wow, this hand is sweet. Mythic rank, he's 1670, I'm 1440. Cultivator, because of course you do. Let's play the scam. Predation Steward. Okay. Let's do this. I could even play Nahiri next turn if I wanted to. I mean, he can use this thing and pump this and attack if that's... Okay, that's not going to be your turn 3. Otherwise, I'm fine trading this with anything. Oh, Glissa. That's wonderful. Oh, it's not. That's absolutely horrible. Take a damage for playing Glissa. I need Glissa to not exist, and the only way I can make that happen is double Hex Gold Slash right now. It's not efficient, but that is a bomb rare that will take over the game. The other thing is, like, I can't even make this thing attack because it can just tap and put an oil counter on itself. Alright. I was joking when I suggested you do that. I mean, if that's what you want to do to push 3 damage through, by all means. Okay, we're gonna Nahiri here. I suppose it doesn't matter how we do this. Question is, am I attacking for 3?
I will cut down all in my path.
Let's see what we get here.
The fight is inevitable.
Ooh. That's a good one. There could be chimney rabbles next turn. I don't really want to deal with that. Let's just keep our 3-1 for blocking. Okay, now if there is like a chimney rabble... You can also just attack into Nahiri. That's fine if Nahiri takes a little damage. That's fine.
You dare oppose Phyrexia?
There's a scamp. I can force that scamp to attack. I can also kill that scamp. Problem is I can't realistically force anything else to attack.
Show me what you're made of.
And since the scamp can just kill this, I'm gonna have to... Oh, I like that card. I guess I'll make and point the damage at that. That'll be fine. Yeah. That's okay, it did a few damage on its own. Let's discard... this.
The fight is inevitable.
Oh, yeah, it's inevitable, alright. Panic Sentry. We're just gonna borrow the Sentinel here. I think we can actually just go attacking. Probably could have put this on it, too. It's fine. I kind of want him to just play some more 1-toughness things. So the cool part about this Nahiri, even just the looting effect... next turn I could just make this thing unfavorably attack. I can't make the stuff with these tap abilities unfavorably attack, because they'll just tap. Yeah, I think that is exactly what we're going to do. We'll do that post-combat. Once again, I could have made this an attack for 6, but, you know, whatever. Next turn I can make it attack for 6. I could also do something else a little bit cheeky. And that's make this thing attack so it taps, before the combat next turn. I like that move. Because I don't care if that thing attacks or not. I can just sweep that up in a blast anyways.
Stand up
And I can always just make the Sawblade Scamp come back for a turn if I ever need to. So it has to attack, but it's just going to tap. And then I equip the thing and attack for 6 menace and make their stuff unable to block and ping everything. Yeah. Well, we're 3-1, doing just fine. And we're up against Grumps. Or Grumps. There's no M there. Well, his hand is reasonable enough. Against Mythic rank 12-12. We're gonna start things off with our Axiom Engraver. Not that we're using it right away. Alright, there's a rat. We'll play our 2-3 equipment and pass. Well, our... You know what I mean. It makes a token. It's a 2-3 creature. Phyrexian Arena. Okay. Hard mode engaged. I don't have a way of stopping that, but we just need to get aggressive here. And just kind of punish him for playing this. That's gonna be really hard when he's drawing an extra card every turn. Really hard when he's doing that, too. Alright, well, we've got a 5-5 coming up. I need the land. I have no attacks. He's got a control deck, and it might just work with the Phyrexian Arena. But our Volt Charge is going to be good with our Menace guy, because if he goes for a double block, I can kill the smaller thing, deal 5 to this thing. That's the plan, anyways. Prologue to Phyrexia. Alright, we're getting poisoned now. And future land draws can also be... Okay. Well, I guess I can just attack. I can technically attack with the 2-3 as well. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I don't mind killing the Blight Belly Rat. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I mean, I can just cast it again, right? Nothing's stopping me from that. I get proliferated. That happens. 5-5 with Menace, still in play. Opponent looking for... I can tell he's looking for, like, an actual removal spell. He's got the mana for any removal spell in the format, that's for sure. If you're removing those things... Serum Snare, well, I don't need to discard anything. Okay, so I'm at 3 poison. Oh, and now he has Anoint with Affliction. Yep. Alright. I could equip and Volt Charge that thing, which isn't the worst idea. I can also play a land and just spew out my hand, which is what I'm actually going to do here. Alright, we're at 4 poison. We need to get a move on here. Nahiri would be almost kind of good because I could force that thing to attack. And now there's a raptor. Basilica Skull Bomb. Kinda like it. Let's do that. Chrome Prowler to tap my thing. Gosh. That was an annoying Prowler. Oh, that card. You're not supposed to be able to have time to play that card in this format. You always have time to play it when I'm playing a control deck. You attacking at all? You're not attacking at all. You're just... Oh, another rat. If we draw another land, I can just pitch it. The real issue is, though, we can't really punch through anywhere right now. I don't know if that helps us or not. Part of me would like that other planes in play, so I might need another planes in play. I know he's eventually going to find enough proliferating stuff to get us to 10 poison counters, so we have to be able to win this. He's been drawing 2 cards a turn. He's got... That's the second one of those insights. Yeah, that Anoint with Affliction. Did I let him get... No, I think he just... Yeah, there wasn't anything I could do to... And 2/5s can be tough to punch around if you're not a green-red deck with lots of big creatures. Okay, Chimney Rabble. Why are you tapping my lands like this? Okay, that's 8 proliferate. Okay, but now I get to kill things. Actually, yeah, we got to kill the rat. Because then I can slash this thing. Get some of his stuff off the board. Let's make... Does this having more defense... I mean, it doesn't die from the -1/-1 trick anymore. On that, I don't think it's very relevant anywhere else. Oh gosh. Well, I guess this is how you build a blue-black control deck. Another raptor. Yeah, if you load up on those raptors. Boros can at least block that. He's gonna run out of cards in his deck before he, wins by proliferate. Well, maybe not. He only needs 2 more proliferates, and I'm sure he's got that in his 9 cards that are left in there. Here's an Annex Sentry. What can I do with that, however? I can get rid of this raptor. Or I can get rid of the Skull Dweller. If I get rid of a raptor, he's just going to trade the Skull Dweller with the Rabble. And if I had the blast, that would have been a bit more favorable there. I can at least Volt Charge to finish that thing off. I mean, if he proliferates twice, we're dead anyways. Yeah, there's 1. And he's gaining life. I'm also now losing life due to all this stuff. Yeah, our deck is just too slow and doesn't have... Well, losing that 5/5 is what we're doing. Any proliferate card now just wins him the game on the spot. Yep, that'll do. Because then we get the 10th poison counter. And we lose due to poison. Maybe sometime we'll get to play that deck. So Dimir control is better than Boros control. Who would have guessed that? We're up against Big Mana. Oh, opponent goes first. We have a lot of 1 and 2 mana plays. I don't want a mulligan. I can cycle this Skull Bomb if I have to. But we've got 4 lands and we have a 4 and 5 drop. I will trade my cheap scamp for his scamp. I didn't fix the art on that ever, did I? I can use a trick or removal spell to keep his scamp around, I guess. If that's what he wants to do with his turn. Alright, that's not what he wants to do with his turn. Yep, I'm good with this. I'll just be sacking that to draw a card. We do have several engravers and Nahiri that can help mitigate this flood. Oh wow, no 3-drop? Alright. He did have to mulligan, so that could make his hand a bit more awkward. Our hand's a bit awkward now as well. I am not going to Volt Charge this thing if I don't have a reason to do so. But if he plays like his own Chimney Rabble, I can Volt Charge. There's a Thrill of Possibility pitching a 4-drop. Alright. Yeah, that's still fine. Wow, another Sky Warden. Okay, we have all of our big stuff. I will hold the other land in my hand. Unless I have a reason to play it. Like, if I draw a Hexgold Slash and want to play this in Hexgold, that's a problem. I mean, I'm going to have a 5/5 on my turn. Now I have a reason to play the 6th land, sort of at least. Could also combo these to kill that, but that's not a good idea in Limited to play your cards like that. Especially when you have a creature that can just flat out block it and win in combat against it. And even if he has a combat trick for this, I have a second one of these in my hand already. Now, there could be merit to doing this thing if he double blocks with something trying to kill this. But in which case, I could just Volt Charge this. So let's see what happens here. Then again, if Furnace Strider attacks, I could also just not block. That's an option as well. Go down to 9. Because then I can smack back for 8. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Opponent found the removal spell. So we're going to go down to 9 anyways. I don't know if it's worth it to keep Hexgold Slash up. I know it'll be worth it to play that. So let's just do that. There's a second Sky Warden. Opponent pitching a second Forest, and hopefully not finding a second Rebel Salvo, because that would be annoying. I may have to chump block with the token if the Sky Warden dies. We'll see what we draw, of course. Infectious bite. Okay. Now, if he doesn't attack, he might be looking for a double block. Oh dear. Oh, I need something a little more from the deck. Because I'm not comfortable attacking on this board either. Only dealing 5 to him while he attacks back with all that. I mean, that's something. Volt Charge can also go to his face. We can't quite get him low enough yet. This is also the perfect mana to have open because we can activate this and play Hex Gold, or we can do both of our burn spells if we need to. Okay, well, that's a good sign. Let's draw a card and see if we can find something. Because if I can make him unable to block, I can actually kill him next turn. And also a Nahiri would just be phenomenal. Alright, well I can get rid of the token. I guess there is a reason to play the land here. It's pretty clear he doesn't have anything. I can double... I'm more comfortable doing the double burn on the Strider. I'm going to attack here. We're just going to eat the token. It's a token of my appreciation. We'll see what he wants to do, because now, like, Chimney Rabble, the Sentry can just bounce off the Chimney Rabble, and I could even finish it off with Hex Gold, and I can, you know, let this eat this and finish this off with Volt Charge. And any double block here, we're going to make really bad. Double blocking these two doesn't kill it. Double blocking these two, we Volt Charge. Every scenario is just nice right now. And if our opponent had a pump spell, he would have been attacking into our 5/5. Nothing needs to get more stuff. So that was just a clean 2-for-1 here for us. And now this momentum has really shifted in our favor. Yeah, games in this... Oh, gosh. Games in this format can swing pretty quickly. doesn't want to attack. Four, 5. I can actually, this is the best idea. Because now it's a 5-6. And he just, even double blocking doesn't kill it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'll play a Batter Fist. And we'll just leave that as a 3-1. I don't really need to move around anything. There's not much point in that. Yeah, he doesn't have great attacks. We have a higher life. But not by much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those guys all swing for 7. Of course, if I swing, this eats this, and that eats... Well, you can't do that. You can't block... You'd have to have removal for this thing. I mean, this could be somewhat risky, but I don't think it's that big of a risk. Also, these two alone are lethal. Well, this with anything else is lethal, and this whole horde is also lethal on its own. Actually, these 3 are lethal on their own too. So really tough spot. He's got to have multiple cards here. Okay. Blazing Crescendo. That's a sorcery. Let's go to damage then. Because that'll kill my Sky Warden. But you're still taking lethal, and I can still Hex Gold slash this. So how are you... Okay, he's not. That was the idea. 13, 24. We're so close to like getting back into the top 1200. It's not a big deal if I don't, though. Oh, it would be nice. Xenofin is our next opponent. Scamp Slinger Sentry. Yeah, let's do this. And here comes the Cultivator, as usual. This can actually attack into stuff. That cannot. I can also take something away with the Sentry. Have we played this opponent? I feel like I've seen this matchup already today. I'm gonna take this away. Just be mindful that Hex Gold Slash can get it back at any time. Well, you know, what else can you do? Just make sure, you know, if a surprise 2/2 blocker comes out, it's not going to ruin your day. This stuff is kind of ruining my day. Bloated kid. Okay, that thing is really going to ruin my day. Right. Play the 3-1. Guess we do this. And we have no attacks here. 3 mana 4/4 will kind of do that to ya. I don't like seeing that card for more than one reason. Can exile stuff in our graveyard. It's not attacking though. I can blast and stop him from attacking. That's not quite enough. I guess we just play this. And we'll just continue to build a board. If I had another land, I could equip the thingamabobber over here. And, but what is this if I do this? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. 12 damage next turn. I might be Hazardous Blasting. Even if he doesn't have anything, because we're not going to be dead on the backswing. Oh my gosh. And things are just not going to get better for us. So we take 9, possibly 10, 11. Oh, Free from Flesh. That's good too. That'll be good next turn. Alright. Your crap can't block. We're going to make this game really fast. Either I'm going to win very quickly, or my opponent is going to. There's no other alternative here. Okay, so how many of our... Okay, he's got 5 blockers right now. 6 block... Ooh, not 6 blockers right now. So he's got 5 blockers right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get in with... Just do this. Keep it simple. And then poke him for 1. With the Scamp's activated ability. I think rank 1201. Did I have fun in the match? I mean, it was very one-sided. But sure. That is kind of the problem of letting red decks build up like this go wide strategy. Of course, he never really had profitable attacks. But yeah, the Hazardous Blast just can close out games very quickly. So what was that, a turn 6 win, I think it was? Pretty neat also, keeping 4 lands and drawing all spells. Orlando Mat. I mean, this is reasonable. I swear, if I see another cultivator... let's just kill that before it becomes an issue. Land is fine because we got our Sky Warden coming up. Oh, we also have our Rabble coming up now. Only downside is we don't have a play for this turn, other than hoping our opponent plays something that dies to Hexgold / next turn. thrill of possibility. I almost call that the thirst possibility. Okay, churning reservoir. So he's pitching non-land cards. He must not have a great hand. Oh, this goes well with this too, but we're gonna rabble here. And just get aggressive. Don't kill my rabble, please. Alright. Well, that's not killing my rabble. I mean, I'd prefer a pacifism effect on something, because then I can just return that something to my hand with the attendant. Well, it's another case of our opponent didn't really get much to commit to the... I mean, he had the Fuseling, we killed it, but didn't commit to the board, and we just did. Even though we also kind of skipped a turn. And got, too far behind. Alright, well, we're 6-2. We're also back into top 1200 Mythic. Though I don't know if we win here, there's only like 2 days left in the season. I'll probably just stop drafting until then and see if the top 1200 Mythic still holds, which it might. It might not if we lose this next game. Well, either way, I might not be doing any more drafts in quote-unquote this season. By the time you guys see this video, it's going to be sometime into November, but, And we're up against Boros Man. We're the one playing a Boros deck. Oh, hey, Blade Graft Despair, and I forgot this was in our deck. We're actually going to keep this. We don't have any white cards in our hand at this particular moment. We don't have a ton of white cards in our deck. That's a scam. Alright. I'm actually more interested in blocking the Scamp, if our opponent wants to do that. Oh, I would love to do that. Because I'll activate this, ping you again. You can ping me. Our Scamps trade. Yeah, you get the better... Don't we have this one too? And we just haven't seen it the entire game. Here's a thing that doesn't die to Hex Gold Slash. Oh, there's a card that needs to die to Hex Gold Slash. Gosh. The Skitterfang. I was half joking. Just because I have nothing better to do. Let's do this so we can get another card draw going. Our thing does have Menace, so it can't be blocked that easily. And there's a Sentry that I can just utilize anyways. This falls under the no reason not to idea. Also, if our opponent's hand is kind of bad, I don't want him looting stuff away with the Engraver, if we can help it. If he kills the Sentry and gets it back, that's not a big deal. It happens. Can't do anything about that. This is where I wish this land was our 5/5. If our opponent doesn't have anything, we'll play a 6th land here. Lattice Blade Mantis. Let's, kill that. Blazing Crescendo to protect it. Let's see what he gets off the... There's a Furnace Strider coming. Oh, I can do that. Okay. Well, this doesn't kill the Furnace Strider that's coming. What, you have another? That's annoying. Attendant. Pick up a land. Replay a land, and pass. We are kind of in massive trouble here. That's a 5/4. You can only kill one of these. And this will let the Might get in. Well, not really. He'll kill the... Okay, that lets the Might get in. I suppose I could have also, played around with the Batter Fist here. There's another Mantis. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, this is how the red-green deck can be aggressive. I think we just keep things exactly like that. We'll slow down a little bit. Because we're both kind of in top deck mode. I assume our opponent is as well, probably holding on to a land. Please don't kill my Sky Warden. It's totally game over if you do that. I may still have to do the double block with the Sentry and the token on the Lattice Blade Mantis. Because I don't want to trade the Sky Warden. I don't want this to be happening either. Like, Hexgold slashes back. Okay. The trade went through. He gets that back. That doesn't have... I can stop him from attacking this turn. Or stop him from blocking. Deal 6/7 to him. That is so risky. Because if he has anything with haste, we lose, and he gets an extra draw to find it. But what's my alternative? Sit here and let him draw into stuff? We gotta go for this. I mean, we die to any combat trick or haster, but chances are we were going to die to any combat trick or haster anyway. Oh, we also died to Volt Charge. Yeah, that works. It was a risky play. Didn't quite pay off, and okay, we dropped below 1,200, but you know what, that's okay. If I don't get the 20 play-in points, not that big of a deal to me. We got 6 wins out of it, which was pretty good. We didn't see Nahiri in the last half. Hey, I did have this card. We just weren't finding it. We kept finding the Sawblade Scamp. Yeah, overall, ended up being a very reasonable deck. A little bit on the slow side. We also stopped seeing our against all odds. I guess Arena didn't like it when I flickered the thing and got the full value out of this. Yeah, Indoctrination Attendant was kind of neat the few times we got it. Bouncing, you can bounce one of these equipments, replay it, get another token out of it. or bounce Chimney Rabble, replay it, get another token out of it, things like that. Or also bounce the Sentry. If you use the Sentry to kill off a token, you can bounce the Sentry, replay the Sentry. So yeah, there were some neat things here. Nahiri was cool when we saw her. We kind of stopped seeing her the last half of the games, but yeah, that's okay. I had a good time with it. Boros sort of controlling deck. And we'll claim our prize. Are we getting a second pack? Hey, it's my lucky day. So that's always nice as well. That was a 40% chance. So we've gotten the second bonus pack twice now from this series, so pretty cool. And for now, I'll take my leave.